Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Christian here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you another review and demo and swatches and all that good stuff of some more holiday stuff that is being released at Sephora as of right now. So today we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit more on the pricey, luxurious side. And we're going to be talking about some of the holiday limited edition from Marc Jacobs. So I did pick up the eyeshadow palette. I picked up the little lipstick set that it comes with. And then I also picked up what I am calling the face palette, but it does also have some eyeshadows in here as well. So the entire look that I have on my face today was created with the Marc Jacobs holiday set. I am wearing the eyeshadow, the blush, and the bronzer, highlighter, lipstick. All of that is on my face today. And I also did a quick little demonstration of all of the products. So you will see all of these products applied in action along with close-up swatches of everything. So I really hope that you guys are excited for this video. If you are, you're going to want to go ahead and just keep on watching. Before we get into that video, I just really quickly want to say if you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. That way you'll be notified of all of my future videos and become part of my little YouTube family. And if you are not new to my channel, welcome back, you guys. Thank you for continuing to join and support. But yeah, guys, let's just go ahead and get into the review, demo, swatches, all of that good stuff of the Marc Jacobs holiday collection. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is I'm going to just go ahead and start with the lipstick set. The set is actually called the Up All Night collection, and it is a 5-piece Petite Le Marc lip cream set, and it has 5 mini rouge lipsticks. Okay, so when I first saw this, I wasn't like thrilled about it because the lipsticks are so tiny, but they are beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh, these lipstick shades, this formulation is absolutely stunning. It is creamy or opaque. They go on in one swipe. Cannot remember the last time I wore just a regular lipstick. I have been wearing liquid lipsticks for a month, but these are just so comfortable on the lips, you guys. And the color that I am wearing today is a slow burn, and it is the most beautiful pinky nude, and I just love this little set, you guys. I definitely do want to pick up some full sizes of these lipsticks because they are absolutely beautiful on the lips, you guys. So the best thing that I have noticed about these lipsticks are they are super hydrating on the lips, and they are just like one swipe, full pigment, done. Absolutely comfortable, you guys. I am really impressed by this formulation. Of course, the downside to Marc Jacobs is always gonna be the price. So for $49, you get 5 of the mini lip creams. It has a good variety. You have your, and I am gonna swatch all of these. You have like your pinky nude. You have what looks like a brownie nude. You have more of a red, a plum, and like a berry shade. We're gonna swatch all of these. I love the formulation of these, you guys. I was not gonna buy these at first because I was like, what the heck am I gonna do with these little baby mini lipsticks? Like, come on now. Like, I mean, yeah, it's cute, but I have no interest actually getting them. But then I was kind of like, you know what? I've always wanted to try his lipsticks, so let's go for it. I don't regret buying this little collection, and it actually has spawned an interest in me to make me want to like try some of the actual full-size lipsticks. I do think that this will last a decent amount of time. So this is a good way to try out a luxury brand at a more affordable price. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these lipsticks. We'll start with the one that I have on my lips today, and I am wearing Slow Burn. So obviously I'm gonna be wearing like the nude lip. I mean, how obvious of a choice is that, right, you guys? But like this color is like the perfect like pinky nude, you guys. It is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it is wearing beautifully on the lips. It is comfortable, just sitting on the lips really beautifully. If you have issues wearing liquid lipsticks because they are matte lipsticks, because they're uncomfortable to wear because they kind of accentuate fine lines and things like that, these lipsticks do not do that, or at least the ones that I have tried do not do that, you guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and swatch the next shade, and this shade is called No Angel, and this one looks like more of a brownie nude. Yeah, this one definitely, and this is No Angel right here, this one definitely looks like more of a true nude with a little bit more brown undertone into it. The next one is Miss Scarlet, and that is a beautiful, beautiful red shade, you guys. This is the perfect holiday red, and I don't know if you guys are seeing that. One swipe, you guys, one swipe on my hand and full opacity. Like, that is just insane. So I'm not the type of person who would spend $30 on a lipstick. I feel like there are a lot of other makeup products that I would rather spend $30 on, but I am so impressed by these lipsticks and I am so happy that I picked up this kit. The next color is called Oh Miley. This is also a red, but let's see. Okay, so which one was that? So Miss Scarlet looks a little bit more like a brick red. The color in the kit is called Scandal, and this looks like it's just gonna be a very vibrant purple shade. That swatch is horrendous. Excuse the swatch, but this is a very beautiful like plum type shade. You guys, all of the colors in this kit are beautiful. Now, even though it does come with two reds, they are very, very different. So you have like your very like brick deep red shade, which would be Miss Scarlet, and then you have your red that I feel like has a little bit of a pinky undertone, which would be Oh Miley. So I feel like you have everything that's going to range from like your dusty mauvey nude to your true brown nude, all the way up to your red and your berry. So this is a really good kit. I think it's valued at a really nice price. I do think that the size of them did kind of throw me off a little bit, and at first I was not here for it. But after wearing them and having them on my lips and testing them out and playing with them, the formulation of these are absolutely amazing, and this is such a good way to try out these products, you guys. You can't even buy 2 full size of his lipsticks, the Crème lipsticks, for the price of this kit. So a good way to test it out. Love it. I give this 2 thumbs up. This is the Marc Jacobs Objects of Desire Face and Eye Palette. Okay, so this retails for $69 on Sephora's website. Same packaging, the little tassel, very gold metallic clutch-like design. So this is what we have right here. So it has everything that you need for a full face. So you have your highlighter. That is not the highlighter. You have your bronzer, you have your highlighter, you have your blush, and you have 6 eyeshadow shades. So the bronzer is Tantric, which I already knew that I liked and enjoyed. It's a really, really beautiful bronzer. The highlight is Make a Sheen. The blush is called Exhibitionist. We have Violet Hour. We have Lights On, Candlelight here. We have Twilight here. We have Dreamer up here. And then In the Dark is the last shade down here. So the one thing that I'm going to say about this palette right out of the gate, if you do have deeper skin tones, I would probably skip on this particular palette. The bronzer and the highlight and even the blush they're definitely a little bit on the lighter side, so they probably will not show up on anything beyond like medium, maybe medium tan. They're just very light washes of color, you guys. I even had to go in with a couple of layers to kind of build it up and get it to the look that it's at right now. It's a very, very light blushy shade. It's a very beautiful shade, but that is my one gripe with holiday palettes like this, or just holiday palettes that do include face products. A lot of times it's not a one size fits all. So it's usually the middle of the road, like light to like medium skin tones that usually can benefit from a lot of these products. But once you start getting in the fair or in the deep, then I feel like you're being left out. So that is a negative side to this particular palette. So I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way. With that being said, I love the bronzer. I think it is beautiful. I think it gives you the most natural of contours. It blends out effortlessly. It is absolutely beautiful. Bronzer is matte. The blush is matte. You have 2 mattes. One of them is going to be this purple here. The other one is going to be this light brown shade here. Then you have one eyeshadow that is going to have some definite shimmer in it, which is this guy right here. It's very fine shimmer though. It's nothing like obnoxious or over the top. The other 3 are more like satin finishes in my opinion. So I do think that this is a good kit. I think that this one probably, I would say, is a little bit overpriced for what you get. But when you consider that it's Marc Jacobs and one of his 7-pan little eyeshadow palettes retails for 60 bucks, at least you're getting a little bit more product. Compare it in the terms of just the range, like Marc Jacobs range. I do think that it is a good deal when you're just comparing it against his stuff alone. Highlighter did kick up a ton ton of powder. You can see it in packaging how much powder that the highlighter actually does kick up. It does apply really nicely to the cheeks. Everything in here blends nicely. I don't have an issue with any of the quality of any of the products in this particular palette. I just don't think that I would say run out and buy it unless you just really are intrigued. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shades, but I don't think it's a necessity. I really, really don't. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch everything in here for you so that way you can see how everything performs. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the bronzer, and this is it. And it, like I said, it actually works really well as a contour. And it's just a very light bronzer. It blends out effortlessly, guys. I have always really liked this bronzer, you guys. We have the blush, Exhibitionist. So it is like a pink tone highlight. It is like a pink tone blush. Sephora's website describes it as a peachy rose blush. I don't see a lot of peach happening in this blush personally. I do like it. I think it applied on the cheeks really beautifully. Like I said, I did have to blend it up. I did have to pack it a little bit, like pack it on a little bit more to get the color that I like. But if you like a very sheer wash of color, this is going to be a really nice blush for you. The only thing to me, like I was saying, that I feel like had a lot of powder kick up is the you can even see it on my hand how much powder comes up with the, even with the swatch, you can see how much excess powder there is. That's the only gripe that I have as far as the face products are concerned, and it doesn't feel as buttery smooth as the bronzer and the blush do. All right, it's still a very beautiful highlighter, and let me show you guys. I'm gonna swatch it. And let me show you guys with that swatch. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera, but do you see how much like powder and how much product there is just from the swatch? It's definitely a downside to this product. It still looks really, really beautiful. It's not an original highlighter by any means. I probably have a dupe for this highlighter in my collection. It's a pretty shade. It wears nicely. I don't love the formulation of it. It is more of like a gold tone highlighter. That definitely did underperform for me, guys, a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and swatch the shade Lights On, which is this guy right here. This eyeshadow performs very, very beautifully in my opinion. It is a very beautiful shade. Not a lot of fallout, really, really pretty. It's almost like it has like a bit of a champagne-y undertone. I feel like this will make for a better highlighter than the highlighter in the kit. So I do like that shade. I do think that this performs really, really well, and I do think that it is just an all over beautiful inner corner highlight, or like I said, face highlight. You can put it all over the lid as a wash of color. This is a really good shade. The next one is going to be this guy right here, and this is Violet Hour, and this is one of the mattes. And let's go with Violet Hour. And this is like a lavender shade. Now this one you do have to work with a little bit more to build up. It's not like sheer, it's not full on opaque bam color right out of the gate, but with a little bit of work, this one definitely does build up nicely. It's not patchy, it's not dry, very nice matte. The next shade is also going to be a shimmer, and this one is called Candlelight, and that's this one right here. And it is a beautiful golden shade. And that's it swatched right there. So I feel like this is like a really beautiful golden shade, but I also feel like it has a hint of peach to it. It has a very beautiful sheen, you guys. Can you see that? Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. I do really love the shimmer shades in the selections in here. I do think that all of these eyeshadows do play really well together. The next one in the palette is Twilight, which is this guy right here. And this one is like a plummy shade, and it is a shimmer as well. Beautiful, gorgeous. This is probably the most smooth pigmented shade in the palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. Full even pigmentation, so I love that shade. And this shade would look really, really beautiful with my particular eye color, so I think I might have to put that on my eyeballs very soon. And then we have Dimmer right here in the corner, which is also a matte shade as well. The mattes, I will admit, the mattes are buttery smooth, you guys. I've never felt mattes that they just feel luxurious. Like when you swatch them, like they just feel creamy and buttery, and the consistency of them is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that, that's gorgeous. This is like more of like a tannish brown matte shade. This is going to be a perfect transition color, you guys. It is the transition color. It is the color that I am wearing all up in my crease today. And that's a really beautiful shade. I feel like I will get a ton of wear out of that. Last color in the palette is in the dark, and that is this shade right here in the corner. And this is also a shimmer as well. And that's what it looks like. Then we're going to go ahead and swatch it out. And that is it swatched right here. This is the only color in the palette that has a little bit of like glitter particles in it. It has like some golden, I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but it has like some golden fleck in the color. It's like a blackish brown rose gold reflex. Really, really pretty color. I love this palette, you guys. I think it is really great. The only thing that underwhelmed me again was the highlighter, but it still looks nice on the cheek. The matte eyeshadows are like amazing, and the shimmer shadows are just like wow. Take a matte and a shimmer shade, and I'm gonna do a brush swatch really quickly. I'm gonna take the in the dark shade on my MAC 242, and just so you guys can still see that the quality of these shadows are amazing, that is a swatch with a brush, no primer. Take my MAC 239, and I am gonna pick up the shade that I have in my crease, which is dimmer, which is this guy right here, and I'm just gonna do a quick brush swatch for you guys as well. Again, just so you can see the quality of these with a brush. Look at that. And then the last guy that we are going to talk about today is the Marc Jacobs Style Icon number 20 eyeshadow palette. Now, I wanted this last year so badly, you guys, but I just could not wrap my head around spending $100 on an eyeshadow palette. I now have my YouTube channel, so I was kind of like, you know, it was the greater good. It's not just for me, it's for you guys. So that's how I justified getting it this year. It's beautiful, you guys. Let's just get the elephant in the room out of the way. It's $100. It is $100 freaking dollars for 20 eyeshadows. That is crazy to me. But these are some of the best eyeshadows that my eyeballs have ever had the pleasure of meeting. So I love it. I think that this palette is absolutely stunning. You don't exactly get a ton of product in each eyeshadow pans. So when you probably compare like cost per size, you probably aren't getting like that great of a deal. I'm just gonna be completely honest, you probably aren't. But again, if you have never tried a Marc Jacobs eyeshadow, there is just something absolutely, truly amazing about the way that these eyeshadows perform. The color selection in here is really, really beautiful. You have your pinks, you have your champagnes, you have some really beautiful highlight colors that will work for fairer skin tones. You have like an actual like frosted like white, and then you have some really nice transitional shades. I love this camel shade right here. I am wearing this in my look today as well. You have some really beautiful shimmers. They're just a really good assortment of eyeshadow colors. Now, one thing that I will say, I was very careful with my application because I had done a full face of makeup in this look. Like I had already done my my base before I applied these eyeshadows. So I was very careful with the application when I put them on. Normally when I don't have my base on, I just kind of go for it, and it's just like if there's fallout, there's fallout. So I was a little bit more careful when I put these eyeshadows on. Had I not been, there probably would have been some definite fallout, but because I took my time really blending them and really making sure that everything was adhering to my eyes, I did not have any issues with fallout today. From what I can tell, that there are 10 matte shades and 10 shimmer shades. 2 of the shimmer shades definitely have a little bit of what looks like a little bit more of like glitter particles, which is one of the shades that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. It doesn't translate to the eye super glittery. Like this particular shade I'm wearing right now, it has like some gold shimmer reflex in it. That didn't really transfer so much to the eye. The other shade that definitely has a little bit more of a shimmer is this guy right down here. The rest of them are more like nice shimmer, like more like sheens, so they don't have full-on like shimmer particles within them. Hopefully that makes sense, you guys. I was super impressed by this eyeshadow palette, you guys. I am not gonna ever say go out and spend $100 on an eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna say that it is a must-have or that it is a necessity, but I will say that if you want to treat yourself, if you want to have something a little bit more luxurious, if you want to have an eyeshadow palette that you know is gonna perform for you for like years to come, I feel like you can get this eyeshadow palette if you want it to not get anything else. And as far as like holiday limited edition collections, and you would probably have everything that you needed to create any looks. You can get daytime looks, nighttime looks, work appropriate looks, sultry, like diva, like flawless, just amazing eyeshadow looks out of this particular palette. Overall, I really, really do like it. I feel, again, I do think that it is slightly overpriced for the amount of product that you are actually getting. But when you take into consideration that this is a more luxury brand, it is very on par with the prices that are attached to such names like Marc Jacobs or YSL or, you know, Givenchy and things like that. So when you measure that out, I do think that it is priced fairly for a more high-end luxury brand. Hopefully what I just said makes sense. I am going to do up close swatches really quickly so that way you can see each eyeshadow in action, and I am just going to go in rows like this, and I'm going to be swatching this with no primer, you guys. Alright guys, so there are the first 5 eyeshadows in the palette swatched, and here are the eyeshadows in the second row. Look how look at the mess I'm making. This gold shade, holy moly, this shade is beautiful. This is one of my favorite rows in the palette because this row has a bunch of the metallic shades in them, and they are stunning, you guys. Look at that pigmentation, look at that sheen, look at that reflection. Tell me these eyeshadows aren't beautiful. Please tell me, because they so are. They so are. All right, and row number 3. Why am I so bad at swatches? And this is row number 3. And this is the final row swatched out right here. This is most of the matte shades. You can see what these apply like with a brush and not just finger swatches. So I'm going to take a shimmer shade and I'm going to go with this guy right here. So that way you can see how these also perform with a brush as well. I'm going to take it and we are just going to swipe. Really beautiful color pigmentation and pay off with a brush as well. I'm going to do the same thing with the matte. I'm going to take this matte shade right down here and we are going to swatch, and we are going to do a brush swatch so that way you guys can see that as well. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Those are quality eyeshadows. I love this palette, you guys. I love it. I think it's a great palette. I think it's an investment. I don't think that it is a necessity by any means. I think that if you were on the fence about it and you wanted to spend your hard-earned money on a luxurious palette, then I definitely say that this is a good one to get, you guys. All right, you guys, so that is what I think about all 3 products. I think that they are definitely all really, really great products. If you're only gonna get one, I would say to go ahead and get the eyeshadow palette. If you were on the fence, if you were already like halfway to buying it and you just weren't sure and you just needed a little nudge, I say go for it. If this palette was not even on your radar, don't even worry about it, you guys. It's not that crucial. It's not that serious. It's beautiful. I'm glad I have it. I'm going to wear it a ton. You better believe I'm going to wear it a ton. I'm going to do some tutorials with it. This collection as a whole is really good. I have nothing overly negative to say about this collection with the exception of maybe that highlighter, but even that highlighter gave me this beautiful, beautiful highlight, so I can't even be that mad at it. So if you guys want to see how I got this look now that the review is complete, and I do give the entire collection 2 thumbs so far up, I don't even know what to do with myself. And if you want to see this look in action, then you're going to want to go ahead and keep on watching, you guys. If not, and if you were just interested in checking out the review portion of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. And if you did enjoy the review portion of this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And I will see you in my next video. And if you are interested in how I got this look, then you're going to want to just go ahead and keep on watching for a little while longer.